tired of being your first lady.
You had a whole man in your house.
You for what? Now I get hard for women. I don't get hard for men. Ain't nothing wrong with a flirtation.
Hey knuckleheads, welcome to another episode of Sis in the City. So I have a treat for you guys. Recently Sis did an interview on Talk AM radio with two Caucasian women, and the show is appropriately named Girl Talk. Go figure. Enjoy.
I had on that yellow bow tie. I was like, I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I would not worry a purse. I would not do, many other things. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. And I was just saying stuff that day. And didn't even know that I was going to go viral, even though I was definitely sincere. But I was just saying, like, I'm not this, I'm not that. I was not expecting none of that to happen.
Okay, and people just started following you from all over the world and the country, and it just went from there?
That day after I went home, there were people in the sanctuary, there were people in the hall crying out to God, there were people crying and trying to follow me and give me a hug. There were thousands of people. And the next day when I woke up, I had news reporters. I have so many people at my house.
Really?
I had so many people at my house and said that you went viral. We would like a interview. And I'm like, what? I never forget that. And we contacted St. Louis County. At that time, I lived in the county. So we contacted St. Louis County Police. And they came to assist. They sat outside my house for like weeks to stop people from knocking on my door, trying to get interviews, trying to talk to me, and going to the grocery stores. I had to have somebody with me at the grocery stores as well, because people would come over and like, you are so funny. I'm like, how I'm funny?
But since then, you've taken this and you've launched it into a full career, right?
Absolutely. I've saw so many. If the Kardashians can turn, if Kim Kardashian can turn what she done in the past, I can turn this into a career as well. Even though Kim has millions and millions of followers, I'm getting up there as well. And I do follow them, and I watch a lot of things they do, and they actually motivate me to come out with different hats and many other things. So what I did was, I was on a wholesale site, and I was like, okay, I'm going to order this, I'm going to order this, I'm going to order that. I'm going to put my prices on it. I'm going to get together a nice quality website. I did just that. If they can do it, can I do it too?
Of course.
I want to be like y'all ladies.
Oh, yeah. So you started your own website, which is what? And you sell what kind of merchandise on your website?
Women and men. We sell the fedora hats. We sell butterfly hats. Many accessories with rhinestones to let your husband or your boyfriends know that you're still flawless.
Okay, all right. And like the Nicole, the hat
like Nicole has on right now.
I do.
The butterfly hat.
My mom has one.
I know, and you can see a picture of the butterfly hat on our Instagram at Girl Talk 550 KTRS, and on Andrew's Instagram, Andrew C. Caldwell at Andrew C. Caldwell. And you're also on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, which is a big hit, and it's a syndicated radio talk show.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
I don't care what they said. Wear your mask. Tell them Andrew Caldwell said, wear your mask.
So how do you know all the housewives? We're very intrigued by that, like Nene and Candy.
Well, I don't know them personally. They follow me on social media because I'm very funny. I follow them, and we just built a relationship from that.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. And you have such a following. And how do you make money off the internet? Because I feel like so many young people today think that they can make a living off of the internet and being an influencer. And so then maybe they don't necessarily finish school or do something that they were going to do. It's not that easy, and it doesn't work out beautifully for everyone. However, it's worked for you. What advice do you have for people that want to make a living on social media and being an influencer?
Absolutely. Well, I did not finish. I finished high school, but I did not go to college. Right after 14, 13, I had graduated in 2011. So I still had 2 or 3 years on my time. And I was like, I'm not going to college. I'm going to do something. And my first job was at Chick-fil-A. I started working for Chick-fil-A. And while I was working, I had went viral. And I still continued to work. I still continued to make money. I drove a Jaguar, white Jaguar, brand new at that present time. And I was still getting money from social media, but it was not even enough. So I had to continue to work my platform. And when I started working my platform, Facebook was my first platform. I started it from Facebook, and I needed more money and more money. So I went on to Instagram. I joined Instagram, and I began to make money off Facebook and Instagram. It's really easy. A lot of people ask, do you get paid off likes? Do you get paid off views? That is not true. You get paid off videos when you go live.
The badges, like the badges.
Correct. You gotta have the badges. You get paid from. You have to have a blue check mark. I don't care how many followers you have. If you don't have a blue check mark.
How do you get that, though?
You have to apply for it. You have to go online. You got to apply for it. You got to send in your ID. They want to see who you are. They verify it. Do you know it took 4 years for me to get a blue check mark?
Really?
4 years.
Wow. And you had to just keep going back and reapplying?
I keep going back. You have to wait 30 days, and I keep going back. And when I finally got verified, my first check from Instagram was $10,000. Wow. But I was making close to about 40,000 on Facebook.
But how do you get the followers?
Well, as I say again, I went viral, and
Right.
I continued to entertain them. I continued to inspire them, and I continued to help them in life. Like me in person, I like encouraging people. I like to seeing people happy. I like to see people heal. So I had to switch it up. Some days I might go live cooking. Some days I might go live just to read you. Some days I might go live just to make you feel good. So you have to have a diverse. You
always have good quotes. Like your quotes are very inspiring and they're funny. Like there was one the other day that was something like, if you get up from the table, if somebody gets up from the table and you're talking about the person who gets up, I guarantee you when you get up from the table, they're all
talking about you.
That's right.
They're talking about you. And I found those quotes, I found that you like. I find those from many internets, from like over the internet, and I just screenshot it and use it because you can't put credit to someone that say, "Oh, I found it," because I always inbox them and say, "Can I use that?" They're like, "Oh, I got it from the internet," so I just post it, and it's to encourage someone.
Right. And you've got to keep the content fresh and you've got to be consistent. You
Correct.
can't post something or go live and then just go silent for 2 months. I mean,
Absolutely. And I'm always in the shade room. Shout out to the shade room. I'm always in the shade room. I'm always on the ball alert.
Rewind the tape. What is the shade room?
The shade room, they have, let me hold on. They have, the shade room has, I'm always on there, and they're the ones that keep my name out. They have 24.6 million followers on Instagram.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
24.6 million followers on Instagram. And I'm always in there. And I believe if it wasn't for them as well, where would I be? The Ball Alert, the Neighborhood Talk. They're always posting me. They're always on there. Shout out to Candy for posting my video, Wear Your Mask, and also sharing my flyer about my hoodies. I came out with Wear Your Mask hoodies. I don't have it on now because, girl, it's too warm.
I know it is too warm. Are you talking about Candy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Candy from Housewives of Atlanta.
Wow, that's so cool.
She reposted it, and when she reposted it, my sales went from 200 to 30,000.
Oh, I'm sure.
Crazy.
I bet you it did. Yeah. And what do you think about Cynthia not returning to the show?
Who?
Cynthia. No, don't care.
Oh, she should have been gone a long time ago.
I agree with you. I honestly, but now we can bring Nene back now that she's been through all the stuff she's been through. If you watch the show, you know, and if you don't, I'm sorry, but that's your loss because it's a great show.
I want to see the new side of Nene. I want to see the new normal of Nene Leakes. Don't you, Nicole?
Yeah, actually who she is without Greg.
Right. Sadly, he passed away. Yeah.
'Cause I mean, of course, I'm a man. I don't have a feel of my wife or anyone that's close to me that I love passed away. So, but I want to see how what she's doing
after that.
Absolutely, because that's scary. And
she will, though. I mean, she's gone a really long way in her life.
Yeah, and she owned a lounge as well too.
Yeah,
the Media Lounge,
and also Kenya Moore's on Dancing with the Stars.
I am so happy for Kenya.
I am too. I met her once on the street.
Was she nice?
She actually was extremely nice, and people give her a bad rap for not being kind. But she was walking across the street. I was in LA. I was with my son, and my son, my boys, whenever I see somebody like this, are like, oh no, here she goes. But they just go along with it. I'm like, Matt, hold on. You got to hold this. I got to say, I'm like, hi. I'm like, Miss Moore, can I please get my picture taken with you? And she goes, sure. And she was really nice. And she's like, oh, you're so handsome to my son. He was like 14 at the time. He didn't know who she was. He certainly didn't watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but she could not have been nicer. And so to me, that kind of tells how somebody really is when you come up to them on the fly and say hello to somebody. I also had the pleasure of meeting Nene at a restaurant in New York City.
Girl, you met Nene?
I did. I have
Miss
the pictures.
Lanithia.
I did. And I was like, we were at a restaurant in New York City, and she was getting up to go to the bathroom, and it was the Super Bowl was being played in New York City. And I was coming unglued, and my brother was like, you need to get a hold of yourself right now. This is like weird. You're like freaking out. And I was like, you don't understand. My sister-in-law understood. She's like, okay, I'll go. I'll say something. So she got up, and we got a cute picture and all that. And then I was like, Greg, can we get a picture with you? And he was like, no. But that's okay. But God rest his soul.
I know. It's so sad.
But she was really cool, and she's real tall in person. I mean, I'm really short.
Well, did you know that Genovese sent them, remember the bridesmaids' gifts for Nene's wedding?
Because that's
Kim
right.
Stewart was friends with her, and she's like, if you give these gifts, we gave them like silver heart bracelets for the bridesmaids.
I did see that on the show.
We literally gave them. Do you remember that?
I do. I kind of had forgotten
Was
that.
it from your store?
Yeah, from Genovese.
You know what you should do? Send Nene a gift for her husband.
Oh,
Maybe make her something personally, because you guys
like
can make anything. Give him his signature and let her wear it, so that she could remember him. You both ladies have genuine hearts.
Oh, thank you.
I felt the love.
We're perfect. Oh my God. Do you know, Andrew, we go back to the 7th grade. That's how long. So we have been through life together. We have been through middle school. I mean, nothing worse than middle school. I know, Andrew. I mean, we have been through a lot together. We
finish each other's sentences half the time.
I know. Her daughter says,
who got married first?
You did.
Oh yeah, by 6 months.
Oh wow, about 16. Y'all was playing. Okay, I gotta hear it, but I gotta find me someone. I gotta, within 6 months of that time, and now look at you guys still married.
We are
happy married, not just still married, happily married.
Happily, it's we got some bumps.
Those diamonds on your ring. You better be very happy married.
We gotta
own business and everything.
Keep on trucking, and we've always encouraged each other to do that and to never quit, right?
And never judge.
Never. Well, no, we judge.
No, we judge them, but not each other.
Right, we don't judge each other.
No. Sometimes you have to
judge everybody else, so we don't judge each other, right?
Sometimes you have to let people know what time it is.
That's right, yeah.
You gotta let, like, Nicole, hold on, Nicole. Hold on, Miss Buck. Hold on, let me let you know now.
I mean, I don't think we've had one fight over one dumb thing. And
well, you did say you didn't like my tennis shoes the
40
other day.
years.
I was kind of heartbroken.
Yeah, well, too. Okay, chalk it up. And then I took it back, or I tried to, and now I'm going to buy you some new tennis shoes. I'm sorry. I apologize again. But the fact that we got to have Mr. Delivered here on Girl Talk.
You tried it.
I'm trying, Andrew. I am trying. And we've got the Warrior Mass, and we're so excited for you and all of your adventures. And I know things are going to keep happening for you. And so,
those that's listening right now, please make sure you wear your mask. It's very important. And I say mask because I don't really want.
So, as you can tell, this was pretty much a fluff piece. I don't think we learned anything new or interesting for that matter. They could have at least let people call in and ask them some questions, but I think they knew better than to do that. We would have seen the real sis, and we all know what an ugly sight that is. But anyway, I'm interested to know what you guys thought of the interview. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, knuckleheads.